welcome once again to my YouTube chemistry channel, Amazing Chemistry Classes. I am your host, and educator by profile, Dr. Rohit Chakravarti. Welcome you. So today we are going to discuss about a new topic of chemistry, that is states of matter. So as we all know that any compound or anything which exists in nature is in the three forms, that is solid, it has to be solid, liquid or gases. So in states of matter we are going to discuss about the different states of matter, that how a matter or compound exists in nature. So let's start with the video. So what are the three states of matter? As I discussed, that generally a matter exists in three form: either it has to be solid or it has to be liquid. We can take an example like water, any liquid reagent, or solvents, organic solvent, inorganic solvents, acids, bases, or any gaseous form. In gas we can see in atmosphere there are so many gases: carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen, oxygen, helium. Okay, in solid particles we can take any example like ice, like mud. Okay, so any solids we can take. So now talking about solids. So solids are generally having the definite shape and size. We all know that solids always have a definite shape and size. It has a definite volume, and the particle close together fixed because they comes in contact with each other, and there is a strong always strong force and bonding between them. That is why in solids particles are close together and they are fixed. Particles move very slowly because there is a tight bonding between them. Now talking about the next one, that is liquids. So in liquids they have indefinite shapes. Take the it can in whatever container you transfer the liquid, it takes that shape particular. So liquid does not have any particular shape, it does not have any definite, it has a definite volume, and particles are close together but mobile because liquid, so it has a mobility, it can flow. And next point is that particles can move slowly in this liquid. Now talking about the gaseous form like hydrogen gas, helium gas, neon gas, nitrogen gas, it does not have any shape, so it is having indefinite shape, indefinite volume, and it can take the shape and volume of a container. Alright, and particles are far apart because the gaseous particles are move away from each other, and the particles are very much volatile, and they are very fast in movements. Now, matters can be classified as a mixture or a pure substance. Mixture means heterogeneous, that is a composition of more than two particles, and pure is which is having only homogeneous and only single component. So, for mixtures are further divided into two, that is homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So, how can we divide matter into pure substance and a mixture? So, in pure substance we discuss about compounds and elements. In compounds like water, salt, sugar, elements already discussed in my previous videos. Any element like electropositive, in periodic table we have discussed about different elements of different groups: alkali metal, alkaline earth metals, halogens, chalcogens, the noble gas elements. Similarly, if we talk about mixtures can be divided into two parts, that is homogeneous and heterogeneous. In homogeneous we talk about solutions which are clear, transparent, and does not have any particles. They are in those solutions which are clear, colorless liquids are known as homogeneous solution. Those which are turbid and which is not clear solution and transparent are considered as heterogeneous mixtures. So we can take an example of heterogeneous like putting sand into the water, so sands get deposited and it does not get dissolved, so that solution is known as heterogeneous. In homogeneous we can take an example of solution of a salt or sugar in a water, it get homogenized and get dissolved, and finally we get a clear colorless transparent solution. Now talking about the measurements, so there are certain SI units which we have to study, like different parameters. On the left hand side we can study like length, mass, temperature, time, amount of substance, electrical current, and luminous intensity. So we all know the SI unit of length is meter. For mass we are using kilograms. For temperature we can take Kelvin. For time it is second. For amount of substance already we calculate the amount of quantity in moles. already discussed in detail in solution chapters. Electric current in ampere. In physics we generally discuss these terms, electric current in ampere and luminous intensity in candela. Now non-SI units, like for volume, energy, so there are multiple prefixes and symbols, like 10 to the power minus 12 pico, that is P, 10 to the power minus 9 is nano, N, 10 to the power minus 6 is micro, 10 to the minus 3 is milli. So 1 liter is equal to 1000 ml in this way, and 1 liter is equal to 10 to the power 6 micro. So in this way 10 to the power minus 2, that is 100 centimeter, 1 meter equal to. So then 10 deca, 10 to the power 2 is hecto, 10 to the power, that is 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram, 10 to the power, that is mega, and for giga it is 10 to the power 9 and 10 to the power 12 for tera. Now talking about the next, that is your significant figures. What is the definition of significant figures? Let me read out the definitions and important terms which we are going to read about. Significant figures are meaningful digits which are known with certainty. So it has always been a certain meaningful digits with a certain values. So the precision refers to the closeness of the various measurement for the same quantity, and the accuracy is the agreement of a particular value to the true value. That what is the true value and what is the exact value. So through this the accuracy is in the agreement of a particular value to the true value of the result. Now what numbers are significant? Here we are going to discuss about the rules, like all non-zero are significant, like 573 it has 3 significant figures. Zeros between non-zeros are significant, like 5. If we talk about 50,003, so it has 5 significant figures because 0 is in between 5 and 3, which is itself is a significant because it is a having certain value. 0 before is not significant, like here you can see 000 573, so it has having 573 because all the values before, all the zeros before the digit 5 is of no value. Similarly, 0.4 times 032 has only significant figures of 2. I hope it is very self explanatory and very much easy these terms, so no further discussion. Next point, moving on to the next one, that is 0 at the end of a number is significant and only if they are on the right side of a decimal. Like here I have given an example of 5000, it has only 1 digit, so it is having only one significant figure. Now talking about 0.20000, so it is having 4. Similarly, if we talk about 1 into 10 to the power 3, so it is having 1 and 10, so total 2 significant figures. So counting of numbers of the objects have the infinite significant numbers. So 3 apples has alpha significant figures. Now calculation with the significant figures. Here you can see I have given an example, that is 12.11 when it adds to 18 and then 1.012. So first what we have to do, that the figures which are before decimal we have to write down on the left hand side, and all the values on the right hand side are the decimals place. So addition or subtraction, line up decimal, round to smallest number of the significant figures after the decimal value. So after addition of this we are getting the value, that is 31.122, or we can write down after decimal only one digit, that is 31.1. So here the next point is that the addition and subtraction. So the answer has the same number of decimal places as the measurement with the fewest decimal figures, that is 25.2 plus 1.34, that is one decimal place. So here we can write down the figure, that is 26.54. So answer in one decimal we can write down 26.5. So multiply and division similarly take place to be corrected to the number of smallest significant figures. Here we can write down like multiplication of 2.5 into 1.25 is 3.125. So we can write down 3.1, it is having 2 significant figures. So here we can write down in this way, the answer would be. Now talking about the law of chemical combination. In this law of chemical combination we are going to read about few laws. First one is law of conservation of mass, second one is law of definite proportion, third is law of multiple proportion, fourth is Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volumes, and Avogadro law. So all these law we are going to discuss in detail. Today I'm going to discuss only about the law of conservation of mass in this video. Rest I will discuss in the next video. So what is law of conservation of mass? This concept was given by the scientist Antoine Lavoisier in 1743 to 94. So this is the tenure where he lives, and what statement he has given, that is, it states that the matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. Okay, so and the next one is law of definite proportion, which was given by Joseph Proust in 1754 to 1826. So it states that a given compound always contain exactly the same proportion of element by weight. Okay, so this is the second law which is given by the Joseph Proust. According to this, what does he says, that the given compound, any compound we can consider, it always contain exactly the same proportion of elements by the weight. Okay, so the two laws that we discussed in this video, first one is the law of conservation of mass, that any compound can, any matter that can neither be created nor be destroyed, so it gets converted into another form but it can never be destroyed. And the second one is given by the law of definite proportion. Okay, next we are going to discuss about the law of multiple proportions. So this law was given by John Dalton, and the tenure for this scientist is 1776 to 1884. This law also states that if two elements can combine to form more than one compound, the masses of one element that combine with the fixed mass of the other element are in the ratio of small whole numbers. So this is a self-explanatory term. I am not going to discuss in detail. I hope this is the definition which you guys should take a snapshot. Rest all I will discuss in my next video. Till then, keep watching my all my videos and do enhance your knowledge. Thank you so much. And especially, as I always said, that my videos are specifically for those students who cannot afford expensive tuitions and coaching centers. Do share these videos and do subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.